Hi guys, it's Matt down here at Myles. Just wanted to talk today on this latest episode of what stopped my car from accelerating while going down the highway. Today, what our customer called in as far as a complaint was his 2013 Ford Escape stopped moving as he was accelerating down the highway, right down 422 here. So we got the car towed in because the car would not start as well. So our two complaints were stopped moving when I was accelerating down the highway, and then my car wouldn't restart when I tried. So the first thing we have to do is get the vehicle started. We couldn't get it started because it was making a hellacious amount of noise when we tried to start the engine. The noise was coming from what's called the starter motor. So we first went to the starter motor, removed the starter motor from the vehicle so that we could bench test it. The starter was functioning properly, but making an awful lot of noise. Now, a starter is not going to cause your vehicle to stop accelerating down the road. So we had to find the root cause of this issue. The starter was damaged when this happened, but was not the only problem. So we had to go a little bit further. What we have here in this hand is the flex plate. What the flex plate is and what it does is located between the engine and the transmission. It's bolted to the engine through the center hub right here, and it's also bolted to the torque converter right here through these four holes. So it legitimately connects the engine to the transmission. When you start your vehicle, this turns, which turns the engine over. In this case, what had happened is there was cracks forming around this center hub of this flex plate. While the customer was driving down the road, the loud clank that it made when it stopped accelerating was the disconnection of the center hub that connects to the engine and the outer ring of the flex plate that's connected to the torque converter. So therefore, the vehicle stopped moving because now the engine and the transmission were no longer connected, and the engine would not restart because when the starter turned the flex plate, it wasn't turning the engine. So the fix for this vehicle ended up being a brand new flex plate, which does require the removal of the transmission, and also replacing the starter motor because of the damage that was done to the starter motor when this initially bound up for the customer. That way the starter wasn't going to fail on him shortly after the repair. So this one's all good to go. We have this one taken care of with a brand new flex plate and a brand new starter. The flex plate is an updated design. So if this is something that happens to you, give us a call. We can give you a hand.